One author who's given us a wealth of marvelous stories is Katherine Anne Porter. In her novel Ship of Fools, her passengers take an allegorical voyage toward eternity. The characters in her shorter works usually carry rich psychological and symbolic meaning, and the stories themselves have a jewel-like polish, the sense of being crystal and perfect. When she wrote a short story, The Jilting of Granny Weatherall, in 1927, Miss Porter was known primarily as a journalist. But then, in her fiction, she turned from atmosphere toward character. The Jilting presents one day in the life of Granny Weatherall, one day in which she weighs the totality of her years. Born near the end of the Civil War, Granny is one of those pioneers who carved lives and homesteads from the wilderness while suppressing their own personal heartbreak and longing. She stands for generations of Americans who turn to their work as a way of defining themselves. The sense of yearning for what might have been seldom shows on the surface. Granny is, after all, a survivor, a colorful, tough old bird. Her story is set on the family farm one fine day in late spring. It might be just another morning for Granny Weatherall, but there's something in the air that will make this a most singular day.
Take it back. Nothing but that noise. They promised singing in comedies.
They made clearing up last night.
And this is this morning.
Well, I need to know the weather. I have to bring the spring hay in as fast as I can.
You're not eating your eggs, Mama.
Too hard. Eggs should be soft.
I'll make you fresh.
What you looking for, Granny?
Recipe?
I can see that. Which one?
Bacon's almost burnt.
Where are you off to at the crack of dawn?
I have too much to do today.
You don't have to do so much work. I can do whatever it is. Mama, you sit down.
You should never buy anything from Ben Wolf. It always goes bad. I should have thought my son-in-law would have known that.
Guernsey's milk is coming in sweet again.
What made it go bad?
What made you jump in the pond with all your clothes on when Billy Stewart kissed you?
I was 8 years old.
So?
You'll freeze to death in that flimsy dress, Mama. I'm going to get you a sweater.
She means I'm old now.
I know.
You can have your breakfast in the kitchen, like the family.
I know.
And I'm not taking care of you, Galton, if you come down with pneumonia.
She's absolutely right, you know.
I know.
If you know so much, why have you stayed around a place like this all these years?
I don't know.
Oh, no, Whitey, no, that won't do. You try too hard. Why don't you save it up for a couple of days and then lay a decent one? You know, don't you, Julie? I need the best this time. Thank you. Well, I think that's enough for now. So, I'll say good day to you all, ladies.
I left the recipes out on the table the way you had them, Mama.
Not there.
What isn't?
The one I'm looking for.
You sit down, Mama. I'll sit, too.
Sitting down doesn't get the chores done.
It's newly made eggs, Mama, boiled soft, the way you like them.
Is the good white tablecloth clean and ironed?
Is there something I don't know? Is somebody's birthday or something?
Now, the planting's done and the spring rains went too heavy. That's reason enough to take out the fine linen and bake a cake.
I don't have time for baking today, Mama. There's the wash to get out. I don't know what all.
No, you don't know until I tell you. I didn't ask for your help. I am baking today, and I've decided what it is that I'm fixing, and that is a white cake. Who's out there?
Nobody.
Cornelia, we're going to turn this house on its ear. We've got time for once. We're going to clean every room. And we're going to bake, and we're going to invite Jimmy and Olive in for coffee and cake tonight. One of the advantages of electricity
electricity, Mama, is it enables us to see better.
Where's my churn?
Mama, you've been buying butter from Mrs. Hanks for years. There's at least a pound in the icebox.
I don't use store-bought anything for a white cake.
Don't remember you ever making a white cake.
Oh, of course I have, but just not for a long time. Where's my churn?
In the lumber room.
Cornelia? Cornelia?
What is it, Mama?
Your brother Jimmy's come to see us. Thought you'd like to know.
Jimmy! Yoo-hoo, Jimmy!
Must be 90 degrees. It is normal. No way for weather to be this early.
She's got a bug in her ear today. We're to clean the whole house, bake, air out the lumber room. I don't know what all.
Easy, sissy.
She's running me into the ground.
Well, we'll see what's to be done. It's gonna be a scorcher today, Mama.
You're about to try to talk sense into me. You can save your breath.
You're looking fine.
Don't try buttering me up.
I'd say that's what you were doing. What do you know? If you need butter so much, let me work the churn.
I'm stronger now than you'll ever be. I fenced in 100 acres once.
We know, with just Galton to help.
And him no more than 15 at that time. I dug every post hole myself.
Well, now you've earned your rest. Let someone else do the sweat work.
And what would I do with myself? I can't do needlework with hands like these. I can't even reach an octave.
Oh, I remember how you used to play that piano.
Hasn't been tuned for I don't know how long. The way I used to dress in those days. With my taffy-colored water silk and that tall Spanish comb in my hair.
Daddy said you were a looker.
I couldn't keep him away. George was always first. He used to take up my dance card and write his name on every line.
Who?
Your father.
Well, Daddy's name was John.
I know that.
Well, it's not what you said. You said George.
You misheard me.
Morning, Miss Weatherall. Good morning. Fencing down the road needs propping up.
Fencing can wait. We're cleaning today. Cornelia needs you in the house. Let me be, Jimmy. I only want to put things in order.
Mama, give it a rest.
All right. If you're so bothered seeing a woman working, you can do it yourself.
Since I'm here working for you, Mama, I'd like your advice. Ned Hilton's put his place up for sale. He's asking a couple of 100 an acre for it. But it's good land. It's got a stream running right through it. 20 acres. Good pine, ready to be cut down.
Who's that?
What?
They've stopped now. Someone whistling.
Probably a tramp. Boys going fishing, maybe. Cutting across the land.
Your father had his eye on the Hilton place. He'd have done such things if he'd lived. All my babies are past the age now that he was when he passed away. He'd be a boy beside me. He'd never recognize me now.
Just me, Mama.
Looked like the candle was going out. The things we say.
Oh, real doe skin.
Would you believe it? I wore those once. They still smell of orange flower water. George Heatherton said if he was a bee, he'd never leave my side.
Oh. And what about these? Daddy sent this bunch. And who wrote these?
I'll take care of things in here.
Thought you might like some company.
Oh, look. It's your sister Hapsy's. The only one who had blonde hair. It was always her best feature. The last one is always the sweetest. Last to come, first to go. Sweet Hapsy.
I've noticed just lately how much I've begun to look like you.
Do you think so?
Something about the chin, I think.
Well, for mine, might as well look like me. Dust that these lions can collect in 24 hours.
Mama, please, haven't we done enough for one day?
I'll stop when the job's done.
In your home, the job's never done. Other homes, people sit at the piano, sometimes sing, read to one another, or tell riddles.
Don't talk like a fool.
I'm not the fool. Look at you. Your whole life gone away. What have you got to show for it? Calluses on your hands, wrinkles on your face, and a farm that's just able to hold its own.
When I was young, most people would have thought holding your own was about as good as you could get. Go on out to your flowers. That's what you want, isn't it? I'll work alone, and I'll finish up twice as fast.
I'm sorry I didn't finish the parlor. I'll do it tomorrow.
Or next day?
It's fine for company. You can help me put in the geraniums, if you like. Don't dig too deep, just a couple inches. That's plenty. Mama, why don't you stop? Just to take a breath.
You'll learn that the only thing in life that a person can trust is work.
What about God?
Speckle. A speckle as a human.
Why? Because Daddy died so soon? It was God's will.
Because he can snuff out a dream without blinking an eye.
Oh, now you mean Hapsy. Well, it's the same. Death has a purpose.
What do you know about my dreams? I was a girl living alone in this house, without even a father to hold my hand or comfort me. I trusted, I loved, and he betrayed me.
Daddy.
No. Your father wasn't the first man to take an interest in me.
Mama.
Sugar, butter, eggs, milk, flour, baking soda, salt, vanilla.
I stopped by church and lit a candle.
Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
There is nobody to match you in the kitchen.
You could.
I couldn't.
My child?
All right. I'll go upstairs now and have a little nap. That suits you.
Yeah, she was the prettiest.
Perhaps she was the best. The quietest, the prettiest, the best. My flower.
I don't want a funeral when I go. Not that anyone would give it to me.
No, because you're going to outlive us all.
Oh, no, not me. No, you'll be the last to go. You buried them all. You can do it for me. You know, I want to be cremated. My ashes scattered in the Missouri River.
Missouri?
Yeah, when I was a kid, I swore that I'd live in a rowboat and get my money by selling the fish I caught every day. I never even saw the Missouri River. My ashes might as well. Oh, I know now I'm getting old. All I got left to do is to die.
William, turn off that radio.
You're all so sweet when they were little.
Well, I don't remember you singing those words back then.
I wish those days were back, and the baby's young, and everything to be done over again.
Now, you wouldn't want to try to squeeze 2 harvests of wheat out of the same seed. Once is fine. That's all the crop can bear. Then you cut back to the dirt and make way for the next plant.
Don't play that tune.
good. No, look at me, Cornelia. Don't look down. Very good.
Good, good.
Oh, your mother has always known how to create an occasion. Why on earth do you hold on to an old thing like this?
There's plenty of time to get another.
He's waiting for this one to wear out, Olive.
Which it shows no signs of doing.
The money that might have gone for a nice new machine went for a radio instead.
Mr. Galton, why don't you give my sister a rest and give us a tune on your harmonica? I'm sure my mother will like it.
You've all come to have a piece of my cake.
Oh, look, so Mama, I never saw you like that.
Too late now. I waited all day. I baked the white cake, and I put on the white veil, and the priest came, but you never did. Why? Well, you jilted me, but I had my marriage just the same, just like any woman. And I had a good house, too. And I had a good husband that I loved, and fine children out of him, better than I hoped for even. You have no place here. I did without you. I was given back everything that you took away, and more. Oh, no. God, no. Not everything. There was something besides the house, and the man, and the children. There couldn't be at all. What was it? There was something else. George. George!
Mama, that looks good.
Granny? Granny, was it?
Granny. Granny.
I don't like surprises.
Mama! What is it?
Huh? Mm-hmm.
Get out of here. I don't need you. I told you there's nothing wrong with me.
Now, Mama.
Oh, you too. There's no room for an army in here. Can't a woman have some privacy in her own home?
I hope you're going to settle down and behave yourself.
That's no way to talk to a woman of my age, just because she's lying down. You just pick up your school books and go home.
Now, this
boy.
Won't take but a minute. Breathe deeply. Again. Once more. Sit up. Sit up. Can you manage that?
There's nothing wrong with me. It's Cornelia and Jimmy. I had to take to my bed to get rid of them.
Mm-hmm. And now that you're there, a little rest isn't going to kill you, is it?
But what's wrong with me is... Don't think that you're going to make an easy dollar just sitting there and holding my hand.
Is it bad?
She'll need a lot of taking care of.
What else have I been doing all these years?
You've been a dutiful daughter, Cornelia.
So good and dutiful, like to strangle her.
What did you say, Mama?
Nothing. Nothing.
I thought you might want something.
I do. I do. I want a lot of things. And first of all, I want you to get out of my bedroom. Both of you. I want you to be sure to pick all the fruit this year.
The fruit isn't even set yet.
It's never too early to plan.
I know. Well, that's all.
It's not near all. Be careful that you finish the fencing, especially down near the road.
All right.
And you have to do something for me.
I'm ready.
You go to the lumber room, and you find 2 bundles of letters, all tied up. Get the whole lot and burn them. There's no sense in the children knowing how silly I was once.
I don't like going among your things, Mrs. Weatherall.
I want you to do it. And stop being so polite. I'm not dead yet.
Not with a tongue like that in your mouth.
My family's long-lived. My grandfather lived to be 102, and he had a glass of strong, hot toddy every day of his life. Caused quite a scandal. Cornelia! Cornelia! Where's that girl?
Here I am, Mama.
You're at about time, too. Cornelia, I want a hot toddy.
Are you cold, Mother?
Can't you do me a simple favor and bring the toddy?
Lydia sends her love. And she'll be here as soon as she can.
Is she bringing the whole litter with her?
They're your grandchildren, Mama.
You don't have to like them just because they're mine.
And Jimmy's coming to see you after work.
And Hapsy. What about Hapsy?
Hapsy can't be here, Mother.
Of course not. I know that. Hapsy's been dead for 20 years. I don't live in a glass cage, you know. I can hear you. All that whispering. Why is your back to me? I never think about you. I forgot about you years ago. I used to pray to have the strength not to remember you, to avoid losing my soul that way. Well, it was just vanity. That's all it was, just wounded vanity. Plenty of girls get jilted. I'll stand up to it.
Little baby, now don't you cry. Mama's gonna sing you a lullaby. Hush, little baby, when you wake. Patsy. Are you surprised, Mama?
Not me. Not a bit.
I thought you'd never come. Why did you wait so long? You haven't changed a bit. Not at all.
Mama, can you hear me? Are you dreaming?
Patsy, is the baby all right? Give me a kiss, too, please, Hapsy. It's been such a long time.
It's just the nurse, Mama.
It's my time, isn't it? Well, this is the last one. No more babies for me.
Mama!
We're going to call her Hapsy. That's the name that John wants.
But you know who I am, Mama. I'm Cornelia. I'm Cornelia. Mama. Mama. Mama.
Don't do that, child. It bothers me.
No. Mama. Try to sleep, Mama.
I want you to find George Heatherton. Go and find him. Tell him that I forgot him years ago.
Try to sleep now. Mama, you sleep. Just go to sleep. Try to sleep.
You brought a light, John. That was good of you.
I'll kill him for you.
John, can't you stay? Leave the candle. I won't be able to see my way in the dark. John, I said I'd marry you. Don't go after him. Leave something to God.
He's here. Father Connolly's here.
Father.
Good evening.
Cornelia, get the father some tea. That's the least we can do for him.
I hope your prayers are giving you some comfort.
Oh, comfort.
I know you, Granny Weatherall. You think you've got some special friends up there, don't you? Secret agreements with your pet saints. Granny? Granny, can you hear me? Do you want the doctor?
I told him the color was all wrong.
What?
The eyes. He made them black. John's were blue. Like cornflowers. I told him, you never saw my husband. How do you know what he looked like? You listen to what I'm telling you. But that man insisted and insisted. It was a perfect copy, he said. Well, it may be all right as a picture, but it's not my husband. My John had blue eyes. Oh. Oh.
Doctor, Cornelia!
Tell him to bring back the candle. It's too dark.
Doctor, Cornelia!
I need the candle. Not you, not you. I need the candle. I can't see anything with that thing.
I told you I would not stand for this. I've been a bad girl again.
You look like a saint up there, Harry. I swear that's the nearest you'll ever come to it. You sinner. Push the pillow down, somebody. It's squeezing all the memory out. Lydia. Jimmy. Lydia.
They're coming. They'll be here soon. How do you feel now? Oh, here's Dr. Harry.
I won't see that boy. He just left.
That was hours ago. It's almost morning now.
Is it? Where did the time go? There's a storm coming up. Better close the windows.
What'd you say? I couldn't make it out.
Mother, I'm here.
Hapsy. Is that you?
It's me, Lydia. We drove as fast as we could.
Heartbeat was rapid. Freddie left and breathe crispy about how it was.
I can't hear you.
I'll try, Doctor.
Speak up.
Remember the test. You'll have to watch that. No matter how we feel about it.
I went down there, took some water, and it still out going in. I turned to look for it to say, I'm so sorry.
So this is my death. My children have come to see me die.
Paxuit domui et omnibus habitantibus in aspergus me domine sopo et mundabor, lavabis me et super nivum deo labor, aiutorium nostrum.
What is it, Mama?
Qui fecit caelum et terram.
Cornelia. I want you to have my amethyst set.
Dirty linen waiting to be washed. Amen.
Mondays, wash days. Perhaps she can wear it whenever she wants.
Doctor.
Could use oxygen. Might do
Shut up,
something.
Dr. Harry.
But I doubt if there's...
No one sent for you. I've got arrangements.
She's looking at me.
Father?
Mother, what do you want?
Father? Per istem sanctum unctionem et suam pissimam misericordiam. You've got to watch, Blackie.
I want to send 6 bottles of wine to
Indulgia tibi dominus quid per visium.
Sister Borgia.
Don't do it.
Don't let me forget that.
Amen.
I never did anything about 40 acres. Lydia's the one to have it.
Indulgia tibi dominus quid per tactum della Christi. Amen.
Dear God. Will you stop that nonsense, Father? I'm a married woman.
Per istem sanctum unctionem et suam pissimam misericordiam. Indulgia tibi dominus quid per gressum deliquiste. Per istem sanctum unctionem et suam pissimam misericordiam. Indulgia tibi dominus quid per gressum deliquiste. Amen.
Oh, Mother. Oh, Mother. Oh. Mother.
Cornelia. I'm not going. I'm taken by surprise. I can't go. There's no bottom to it. I can't come to the end of it.